Throughout history there have been many execution methods which have been used by rulers to take the lives of prisoners or high-profile people. The French would, during the Revolution, develop the guillotine, which was made to take the heads off as many dissenting people as possible in a short amount of time. Some other execution methods were meant to prolong death and inflict a significant amount of torture and punishment. The execution method of being pulled apart by horses was an example of this, and it was combined with a terrifying ordeal, in which the victim would often have their ligaments and muscles severed to make the horses complete the job cleaner. But there was an execution method used in ancient Rome and within other civilizations, which was costly but incredibly brutal. But what is the story of the execution method of pouring molten gold down someone's throat? Join us today as we look at this, and to support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. Execution by molten gold has a long history. It was noted that in 1599 the Guevara tribe of Ecuador once executed a disliked Spanish governor who taxed the tribe rather harshly for the gold trade using molten gold. This Spaniard had the liquid gold poured down his throat, and his internal organs burst because of this. But it dates back a lot longer than the 16th century, as the Mongols and Genghis Khan killed a man in this way. Khan allegedly was upset and felt insulted by a man who had looted and attacked his trade caravan. This man was certainly brave messing with the Mongol emperor, but he also killed some of his ambassadors. Khan then would execute the man named Inanchuk, who was a governor of the city named Atrar. He was part of a different empire in present-day Iran and Afghanistan, but Genghis Khan ordered that the governor must surrender. He took 3 ambassadors to Khwarezmia to obtain the man, but Inanchuk killed the ambassador who was sent and cut the beards off the other 2 men who were sent there. Of course, Genghis Khan was furious with this, and the Mongols entered the town and slaughtered and enslaved the entire civilization. When Inanchuk was captured, Khan himself killed him by pouring molten silver onto his head. Another man who suffered the fate was Roman general Marius Aquilius, who was a very greedy man. His taxes forced people to suffer, and Aquilius' father poisoned civilians, including women and children, but Aquilius took many bribes and the Roman government ignored what he was doing. Following a defeat to the Greeks, people took the gold and put gold rings into a stone crucible which was on fire. The coins melted and the prison guards kept Aquilius' mouth open, and it was said that he had one last meal for a glutton of gold, as Mithridates poured the gold down his throat. Emperor Valerian, following his capture at the hands of the Persians in the 3rd century, was also said to have been killed in this way. Following battle he fell into the hands of his enemies, and the Persian king inflicted a significant amount of torture and punishment onto him. He would humiliate Valerian by using him as a step to get onto his horse, but eventually he was executed by having molten gold poured down his throat. It was a symbol of power and wealth, using this as an execution method. The same punishment occurred to famous Roman general Crassus, who was killed for similar reasons of greed as mentioned before, but other accounts state he was actually killed in battle. The account was said to have occurred as the Parthians, as some say, poured molten gold in his mouth in mockery, for though a man of vast wealth, he had set so great store by money as to pity those who could not support an enrolled legion from their own means, regarding them as poor men. Recent medical tests show the harrowing execution method and how brutal it really was, as an experiment showed the damage caused by molten lead. It was said, in conclusion, we have shown that in this execution method of pouring hot liquefied metals into the throat of a victim, death is probably mediated by the development of steam and consequent thermal injuries to the airways. But the execution method of using molten gold to take the life of someone was completely barbaric and was horrific. It was used on a number of high-profile Romans who were considered greedy or criminal, but it has gone down in history as a savage execution method. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.